A lot is changing for DC's lineup of movies and shows in the years ahead. The announcement that the Batgirl movie had been cancelled came as a huge surprise. Warner Brothers decided in August to cancel production of Batgirl, despite the fact that the film was technically complete. Batwoman, the CW's take on the DC Comics character, has been cancelled after 3 seasons. Surely it was devastating to the fans everywhere to learn that not one, but 2 of the most anticipated shows would not be happening. It's not all bad news though, despite the recent spate of cancellations that have impacted everything from the Batgirl movie to HBO Max episodes like Titans and Doom Patrol. Throughout the past few months, it has been a challenge to keep up with all the upcoming DC movies and TV shows. From Henry Cavill's return to Superman to the fate of upcoming series like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Black Adam, a lot of things were up in the air as James Gunn and Peter Safran took over as co-CEOs of DC Studios in 2022. So we've compiled a list of all the future DC films that we're aware of, so you can stay up to date on what's unfolding in the cinematic universe. Since Aquaman's release in December 2018 was astonishingly successful, it earned $1 billion globally, and even surpassed The Dark Knight to become the highest-grossing DC film ever. So a lot is relying on the success of its sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which will now debut on December 25, 2023. The reappearance of Black Manta, played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II as the antagonist, and Arthur's brother Orm, played by Patrick Wilson as an unexpected ally, suggests that returning director James Wan is up to the challenge. Originally scheduled for a December 2022 debut, the film's debut was pushed to March 2023, and then it was pushed back to December 2023. It was speculated that this would allow for additional time to be spent on the film's special effects. The fact that both Black Panther: Wakanda Forever and Avatar: The Way of Water were gigantic underwater epics that could have overshadowed Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom could have been a contributing factor. Now there have been rumors for quite some time now that Joaquin Phoenix and director Todd Phillips were working on a sequel to their 2019 film Joker, but these claims eventually began to contradict one another. At first, they claimed that the first movie was meant to be a one-off. However, The Hollywood Reporter broke the news in May 2021 that Warner Brothers had hired Phillips to create a sequel to the 2019 comic book blockbuster. Phillips posted the script's front cover on Instagram in June of 2022, confirming the project. Phillips is teaming up with his Joker 1 co-writer, Scott Silver, to develop the script for their upcoming feature, Joker Folie à Deux. Folie à Deux is defined as a psychological disorder where the same or similar mental disorder affects 2 or more people. So think on that a bit. Fans of the original were thrilled to learn of the new project, and their enthusiasm only heightened when it was announced that Lady Gaga will play Harley Quinn. The Batman had a rough production history that didn't offer much room for optimism. It was one of those pictures that was passed around from team to team for years, evolving with each new iteration, and it seemed doomed to be driven more by market calculation than by a clear vision. With the success of the Batman picture in 2022, audiences were anticipating another sequel based in the same era of Gotham City. Predictably, Matt Reeves is coming back to write and film The Batman 2, and Robert Pattinson is ready to embrace the cape, cowl, and eyeliner yet again to portray the Dark Knight detective. Reeves has signed a multi-year first-look deal with Warner Brothers Discovery, and the project is confirmed to have survived the current turmoil at the studio. Even though the request is being granted, DC fans still have 2.5 years to wait before the next Batman film is released. In the meantime, the HBO series starring Colin Farrell as the Penguin will premiere and will serve as an expansion of Matt Reeves' Batman universe. We can all stop holding our breath for Man of Steel 2. Rather than pursuing a sequel to 2013's Man of Steel, DC is moving on with a new interpretation of the character in Superman Legacy. Releasing on July 11, 2025, Superman Legacy brings the Man of Steel back to James Gunn's revamped DCU. Superman Legacy is not going to be an origin narrative, despite what the title may imply. Rather, this installment to the upcoming DC movie slate will focus on Clark Kent attempting to balance both his Kryptonian heritage and his human upbringing. According to Gunn, his Superman will be much younger than in prior DCU movies. Superman Legacy, which Gunn scripted, will be viewed as the trigger for his reformation of the DCU. Unfortunately, Henry Cavill will not be returning for this installment on the upcoming DCU movies roster, and that implies it's time to start looking for the next Superman. Yet even though the film's version of Clark Kent will be younger, he will still be of legal age to hold down a job at the Daily Planet. Gunn may or may not wind up directing the film, but it is shaping up to be one of the first and most important entries in the revamped DCU line. And that's all we have on the list for now. Which one on the list are you more excited about? Did any of these DC's new projects take you by surprise? Do let us know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you can keep up with the latest news from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.